rapture. I'm after the gold and another gold after. I plaster my name like canvas. I master my craft, teach classes. Professor class, progressing agendas, rapid taxes, flexing tragic magic. Appear like Samson, swinging jawbones at the masses. Bringing iPhones, what's happening? Pull up to the spot, start capping. Pull it off the lot, they taxing. Rapping, secured the back and endured the madness. Was certain crazy how that happened. Yeah, lazy, get it cracking. My team dreaming and we working. My team moving with a purpose. My team get it from the dirt and my team ready. Don't get nervous. Say I'm guilty, what's the verdict? Rappers sweet, I eat them like sherbet. They can't compete, retreat, we murder. I love the streets, but the streets don't love. I'm coming up straight stacking dubs. I'm pulling up straight slapping dubs. I'm number one, you runners up. I'm with the thugs, I'm running up. I take it all, it's never enough. These stakes involved, I'm raising them. You fakes and flaw can't hang with us. We go hard, you're staying soft. I'm taking off, you're taking loss. I feel like a boss, make plays and stuff. I was raised in the rough, straight made me tough. I'm rugged and real, it's scary. To no one can you compare me. I'm like, don't you even dare, G. I'm daring to keep them staring. I'ma get my desires back and I'ma light this fire. Kevin Gates, I don't get tired. Raising stakes, let's make them higher. Balancing, I'm walking wires. Taking time straight from supplier. Laying cards out on the table. Take the pot and leave the table. Place my spot right at the peak. Have them all try to climb to me. Perpetual, never ending. This my debut, what's rapping it? Yeah, man. It's been a long time coming. But we here now. Come up is in full effect. Right. Las Vegas, Cleveland, Chicago. Stand up. Introverted, extroverted, barely surface, still emerging. Execution, retribution, leader of the revolution. No confusion, they assuming I'm making moves and killing music, riding waves and hanging loose and taking food and making juice and always winning, no excuses. Raising volume, yeah, we boosting. I'm a nuisance, your life is ruined, absent, truant, I'm pursuing trueness. I'm the truest, lacking fiction. Facts, I'm spitting mad precision. Good intentions, unrelenting, never stressing, decompressing. Quick suggestion, learn a lesson. Real quick question, what you betting? What's your message? Who you is? What you bout? Who you with? What you do? Tell me about it. What you expect from doing this? Are you the best? No one notices, but I'm all on their playlist.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your main man, Icy Jonez. Welcome to Hot Seat with Icy Jonez right here on Room Service Radio. You know how we do. 12 to 2. You understand me? Today is a good Friday. Happy to be here. Of course, we in Las Vegas, Nevada, streaming all over the world. I checked some numbers yesterday on Instagram, and I see y'all watching me. I see y'all watching me, so I ain't gonna really put the numbers out like that, but yeah, y'all really out there in them double digits, so I feel you. You know, you might not want to always hit the follow button or whatever, or hit the like button or comment or nothing, but I see y'all seeing me, and I appreciate it nonetheless. So stay tuned in to Hot Seat with Icy Jonez. We got a lot in store. Of course, keep watching Kicking It with Jones and Skinny. We missed this week for some mishaps. It's all good, though. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, 3 to 5. You know, we live. So I want to introduce my special guest today. We got Noah Ward in the building.
Yeah, what's good, my boy? How you feeling?
Grinding, man. How you feeling?
Same old, man.
So, in all honesty, y'all just heard the song Perpetual by Noah Ward. That was him that opened up the show today. And, man, he hit me, let me know some things, and we got him in the hot seat.
I appreciate that, man. Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
man.
You.
So tell me, how'd you hear about Hot Seat with Icy Jonez or Icy Jonez?
Well, I got in tune with you through Hog Mob. You know, I'm a big fan of CHH.
Okay.
I stumbled upon the song you did with Seven.
Okay.
On the strip, the gospel song.
Yes, sir.
And I fell in love with that song, man.
Right on.
You did a great gospel presentation in that song.
Amen. Thank you.
I saw you out here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm out here.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, just do
Link
what you
up.
gotta do.
Link up.
Do what you gotta do.
So would you consider yourself a Christian hip-hop artist?
No, not necessarily. I do consider myself a Christian.
Okay.
But I don't want to limit my music to just Christians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to spread the message, and I think I got a lot to say for people who are outside of the faith as well.
Right.
You know, so I want to just let my music be heard by really anybody, just to broaden that audience, broaden that horizon.
Absolutely. And reading your bio, you're 21 years old.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming from Midwest,
Yes, sir.
born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
And then 17, you hit Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Drill City.
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me about your upbringing in Cleveland to the time you hit 17.
Yeah, Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I got a lot of love for Cleveland. Definitely defined me as a person growing up. I was born about 20 minutes east of downtown, a city called Painesville. The name of that city ended up becoming, really strong, really strong, a reality for sure. Born in Painesville, ended up tearing down the hospital I was born at. I don't know if I had anything to do with that.
Right.
But yeah, man, I was born 99 in August. My mom and my dad were already divorced at that time.
Okay.
So I was born right into the trials, into the struggles. My mom, she struggled with dependency, opioids and things like that. So coming up, I was always changing schools. I would go to a school, I'd make new friends, have to get evicted and get up and go.
Wow.
And it was like that for a while for me, bro. And like I said, my mom and my dad were divorced, so it was like custody splits and visitation and things like that. So had to grow up really fast, right? And then at age 7, she ended up getting murdered.
Wow.
So
I'm sorry to hear about that.
It's all part of the process, It's all part of the process, and God made it right for me, so.
Yeah.
For sure.
So were you then taken by your dad?
No, my family on my mom's side had decided that my dad wasn't, apt to be able to take care of me. So they took custody.
Okay.
Right. And the house that I moved in after that, it was love there, but it wasn't love there at the same time. There was a lot of abuse and a lot of neglect there too. Mm-hmm. So it just seemed like, that whole coming up until 17, by the time I finally moved to Chicago, it was just rough, bro. It's just really rough. And it really, defined me as a person.
Yeah.
It made me realize that, I'm not supposed to be like everybody else, because if I was supposed to be like everybody else, I would go through what everybody else went through. But my trials and my journeys have been, very, very unique. And I still really haven't met many people who can, resonate with, the things that I've been through.
Word. So, mom murdered, 7 years old. Were you able to comprehend that and digest that and process that?
As much as I could.
Yeah.
As much as I could. I'm just thankful, my dad started taking me to church at a young age. Mm-hmm. So I had already known the Lord, as much as a young kid could.
Yeah.
So when he told me, he did it from, the Christian standpoint. Like, your mom, she went to heaven. She went to be with the Lord.
Yeah.
And I was a mama's boy, bro. I couldn't even sleep without my mom.
Okay.
And that was my question to him. It's like, if I can't sleep without my mom, how can I live without her?
Yep.
And it didn't make sense that night.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. And then he told me about Lazarus, how Christ raises the dead. Spent the rest of the night praying, bro.
Wow.
Just bring her back.
Yeah.
Bring her back.
Yeah.
That wasn't the plan.
Right.
So.
Absolutely. So how's your relationship with your father growing up?
It's good. It's good. He wasn't in the picture as much. Mm-hmm. So, there's a lot of me that he had nothing to do with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So him and I also had two different upbringings too. And he's a lot older. He's about to turn 74 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's already up there.
Yeah.
So coming from two different worlds, coming from two different perspectives, and him not really being there for me as much, we do have a good relationship, but we're two different people at the same time.
Of course.
Yeah. So we do the best that we can. I'm out here with him now.
Okay.
So
that's cool. Yeah, so then, boom, 17 years old.
Yes, sir.
So you go to school after school. When does the stability happen when you go to school? Do you ever get stable in the school?
Not really, bro. I mean, because I kept getting into trouble too.
Okay.
Kept getting kicked out of school, especially in high school. I got expelled from high school twice.
Word. You lucky to say twice.
Twice. And I still graduated early.
Word. So you was a smart guy.
Yeah.
Just street savvy.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing too much in the streets.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Okay, so boom. What happens to allow you to go to Chicago?
Well, like I said, man, the house, the situations that I was living in, and me getting into trouble all the time, you know, it was very restrictive, very strict living, and I was a rebel, you know, and got to school one day. It was on a Friday. Found out one of my best friends had passed away the night before. He was my age.
Yeah.
I spent like the whole summer with this kid, with him every day almost. Just he got taken instantly. He was walking one night, got hit by a train.
Oh, wow.
Just gone. After that, it was, I'm not following any more rules. If my life can end like that, then I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to restrict myself for what you guys are trying to tell me to do. And yeah, bro, that was really short-lived. Right. They pretty much said, they sat me down that New Year's Eve, and said, you're going to go to Chicago and live with your family out there because we can't take you anymore. So sure enough, I said, all right, for sure. I was on a plane a week later.
Word. So then you get to Chicago. What part of Chicago you was in?
Northwest, a little area called Elgin, Carpentersville area.
And how was that for you?
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it, man. It was a lot of energy out there, a lot of different types of energy.
Yeah.
You know, you can get into anything that you want to out there, bro. Anything you want. And I learned that right off the bat, bro. You know, the culture out there is all centered around gangbanging and hip-hop. You know, that's the whole culture.
Right.
And drugs. You know?
Right, of course.
So I got thrown into that whole mix. And I was at a point with my faith where, you know, my life was not agreeing with the gospel. This idea of an all-loving God that's going to take care of me and make sure everything's right. My life was not lining up with that. So I came out there just angry, mad at God. And I got faced with all of these, you know, these different influences. And I started playing with them.
Okay.
You know, I started playing with them. And finally I got saved again. God stepped back in. And he brought me back into the fold. But
rededication.
Yeah, rededication for sure. But I still, you know, I'm still out there.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
But out there, everybody was rapping.
Okay.
And rapping was always something that I've always wanted to do.
Okay.
I realized I had a gift with just rhyming words and getting my message across at a young age. So when I moved out to Chicago and I had people surrounding me, all of my friends are rapping.
Yep.
Everybody's either rapping, making beats, they're doing something.
Yep.
Right? And that really inspired me. And I started getting around out there. And I learned a lot about, you know, the industry and different things like that.
Correct.
And, you know, it motivated me to keep pushing, keep doing it. And everybody's still doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So when was the first time you hit the studio?
First time I hit the studio and actually recorded,
Yeah.
I'd say it was back in early 2019 was like my first like official time. Like, this is a real studio. This isn't like just a setup out here. We're actually doing a song.
Yeah.
Up in Chicago, downtown, up at Glass Tree Studios in Chicago.
Okay.
Main producer up there, main engineer is Chris Barnett. He's Lil Pump's main producer.
Okay.
So they got like a lot of celebrities coming in and out of there. They produce a lot of like platinum records and
Right.
Grammy records and stuff through there.
Right.
The engineer I worked with, his name is Jay Craig, Chef Jay. Shout out my man. He's up there in Chicago. I met him first time at an industry party out in Elgin. Just started talking, just opened up a conversation. Next thing I know, I'm hearing unreleased Wu-Tang songs and unreleased just all these different artists he's saying he's working with. And come to find out, you know, my cousin had known him since way before the music, back when they were growing up skateboarding. So my cousin and him, they've been working together for a while. So first time I really put out like a song was with him.
Okay.
And then he went on and got his own platinum record.
Word. So the family in Chicago allowed you to kind of be yourself?
Yeah, for the most part, bro. For the most part. You know, you can't just be yourself and still be expected to follow other people's rules all the time, you know what I mean? So yeah, there was a lot more freedom. A lot more freedom. And I think that they were mindful of the fact that that's just what I needed.
Yeah. Yeah. And for music, why not do the drill? Why not talk to gangster? You know, because that's what Chicago is, quote unquote, known for these days. When I was growing up, it wasn't like that. I mean, we had versatility. We had the Brat, and we had the Twister, we had the Crucial Conflict, we even had the R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Coming from Chicago.
Right.
So that's a lot of versatility right there.
Right, for sure.
Now coming up, the Lil Durk, OTF, the FBG Duck, the whole FBG
R.I.P.
family.
FBG Dub, man.
R.B. Like, but all these cats is gang banging
Yeah, for sure.
and like killing each other for real.
For sure.
So why
For
not
sure.
join that side of the music industry because it's popular or because that's what they do? Talk to us about that.
Because I'm a firm believer in energy, man. I believe the energy you put out into this world will come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you speak all that death, that's what you're going to receive,
Mhm.
either with you or with the people around you. And you look at all of these artists, and I was, up close. I got to see it from behind the scenes, right? So I got to see how this life was really lived. And if I were going to pick up a mic and rap about that, there is no just rapping about that out there.
Mm.
You got to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
And you bring that energy to yourself, you're going to get tested a lot with it too. A lot comes with, standing up and saying that that's what you're about in Chicago. And out there, I mean, just in the time that I've been there, I would see artists who I got respect for. There's a lot of talented artists out there. And even though they are making drill music, they are making a way for themselves and providing. And I can respect that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew their message, and I saw what their message was doing in the streets. So
Yeah.
they can go and record this song, but I'm seeing what this person's doing while he's listening to that song. You know what I'm saying?
It's their soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Pump them up.
Exactly.
Get them ready to do that.
Exactly.
While you get to kick it in the studio 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
You make the soundtrack for the streets,
Yeah.
and these people are dying.
Yeah, and they really are dying.
Yeah.
And I knew that. And I knew that from the jump. Like, I could put this energy out there, but that energy is going to come back to me. And sure enough, as time passed, artists started dying.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I seen it. They got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 year-old killers.
younger than that.
Younger than 12,
Younger
13
than that.
years old, right?
Younger than that, for sure.
It's ridiculous.
For sure.
How do you have the strength as an 8, 9-year-old to hold a gun?
You don't.
And you know what I mean?
You don't, but you're pliable. You listen. You're a sponge. You're soaking it up. Some OG tells you that that's what to do. And you got this crowd of people telling you that's what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you're 8 years old. I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah,
So
that's wild, man.
yeah.
So when did you actually come to Vegas?
2 years ago this month.
2 years ago this month.
Yes, sir.
What was that like for you?
It was great. It was great. Never really been out on the West Coast much.
Okay.
So just a whole different vibe, man. It's a whole different paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Coming out here, it's a lot more open. It's a lot more, I guess, free in a sense.
Yeah.
Just the vibe is nicer out here. I feel like it's less dark.
Okay.
It's more, like I said, it's more free out here, man.
Literally,
Yeah.
and figuratively.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a lot more light out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you get your foot in out here? You been out in the studios out here?
Yeah, man.
rocking with some
I've
cats?
been working a little bit. The COVID kind of slowed everything up.
Okay.
Man, for sure.
Okay.
Started working with It's Gorgeous.
Okay.
Out here. They've been helping me out a lot.
Bet.
I was just recorded with Two Tone last week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, I
You
really,
in there?
Yeah, bro. I reached out to him, man, and I really appreciate him because he wasn't just like, okay, let's record and that's it. He was really giving me a lot of wisdom and offering me a lot of free game, and I really appreciate that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just with Two Tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Doing some good work over there, and then I know my partner Spitter work with Gorgeous as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so those are some good names.
Yes,
from,
sir.
from what I'm hearing. What is your actual? What's your goals now for music?
Goals for music, I just want to establish my own lane, bro, and just do what I'm supposed to do and follow, who I am, stay true to that, but also speak on the culture, and see, what other people want to hear too. As long as I'm, true to myself, and the energy stays positive, I just want to see. I want this to go wherever God wants it to go, to be honest. And right now, I'm just taking the necessary steps and just doing what I got to do every day
Yeah.
to make that happen.
So no cussing in your music.
No, I cuss.
You do.
Yeah, but I don't have to at the same time.
Yeah.
I've definitely put out projects, just whole projects. Not out, but like I've made them really for myself.
Right.
With no cursing, no nothing. I've made gospel albums. I made street albums. I've done it all, man.
All right. What do you have out now?
Right now, I just have 3 songs out on Spotify,
Okay.
iTunes, all that. I got AO, I got Bussin', and I got Perpetual. Got a lot more music coming.
Okay.
I just dropped my first music video for Perpetual. Just
Okay.
dropped that about 3-4 weeks ago.
All right.
I got
You said music video?
Yes, sir.
You dropped it
Yes, sir.
for Perpetual.
Yes, sir.
I might need to rip that.
All right,
We
for
might
sure.
need to go to break and rip that.
All right, for sure.
So no award,
Yes, sir.
Perpetual.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then you got AO.
Ayo, that's another one. That's more just like a more chill song. And then Bussin' is I just wrote that. I was out, on the strip all night getting to it. Came home and I just wrote that song.
Okay.
Just trying to capture that vibe.
All right. So we're gonna go to music break.
Yes, sir.
I want you to get Bussin' ready.
Okay.
We want to get this video while we go to music break.
All right.
And we're going to come back with some more of No Award. We'll see y'all in a second on Hot
Yes,
Seat with
sir.
IC Jones, Room Service Radio. Give us a little minute, man. We'll be right back.
Chips. You know what it is. Chip. Icy Jones. Camp Jones. God. Jesus free. You let me get ahead of you when I was sitting next to you. I'm making green like vegetables. They watch me like a festival. Professional and technical, I let it be known. Hot seat with Icy Jones, I done etched it in stone. Look, I ain't going nowhere. What I rap is so rare. How you feel, I don't care. We do not compare, so please do not come here. I rap Christ with no fear. Son of God, I am an heir. Brown skin and wool hair. They say favorite ain't fair. Oh well, sliding through like a coattail. God got me doing so well. Get cheese like Rotel. Run and go tell that. Your homies wanna be a rat. Rats run around in packs. Judas put Christ through it. If you gon' do it, go ahead and do it. Watch who you letting influence. They'll have you chewing, talking, gone missing. Teach the little brothers how to eat, so they gone fishing. On a mission for the vision, no division. Codependent, keep their mouth shut. Run them racks up. Run them racks up till 100 stacks up. Then ball out. Real friends don't fall out. You wrong, then you get called out. That's a DP. You serve God in my TP. Rough knowledge and a lot of game. Real life, this not a game. Listen up, it's a lot to gain. Lot of joy and a lot of pain. No boy, we are not the same. To get to heaven, been through the flame. My blessings play God to blame. Mr. Jones, my name. Mr. Jones, my name. Yeah, man. Mr. Jones, my name. You know what it is. Let me take it back to 06. CBG, GMB. Met 3 when he was 13 and I told him I was gonna get him right. Right there off Simmons and Lake Mead, I brought him to the mic. I fronted that boy an ounce and he brought that money right back. That's why I vouch. Loyalty got no price tag. I was selling hand to hand and I was the candy man. Started slanging my CDs, anything to feed my fam. I started snitching, caught me up in the jam. Gave my life to God, that's who made me who I am. Brought them lessons back to the hood for my little homies. I can't really trust nobody, especially if they don't really know me. GMB the movement, do it and keep it moving. If I ain't on my hustle, then I really just be coolin'. Yeah. Can't but God. But God situations. LVNV 702 West Side. Jones.
The Tabernacle Worship Center in North Las Vegas will praise God with you for the good things He has done. He's kept you, right, homeboy? He's blessed you, right, homegirl? He's restored you. He adores you. And He has much more blessings awaiting for you. Now do me a favor and get up and go to church. Come on out to the Tabernacle Worship Center near Pecos and Craig Road. The address is 4357 Corporate Center Drive, Suite 410, North Las Vegas, Nevada, 89030. COVID restrictions are in place. You will be social distancing 6 feet apart. You will have your hand sanitizer and your temperature check when you walk through the door. Make sure you get down there Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Get up and go to church and let them know Icy Jones sent you.
Get up, better get up, hey, get up and go to church. Get up and go to church.
Okay, yeah. Let's get it. Look. This is the way that I end. I got no limits when pushing my hand. Shit that I write it get under their skin. They gonna feel it like right on their chin. I will not stop until I'm in the dirt. I'm clocking in and you getting this word. You ain't gotta tell a nigga nothing, you been frontin'. You ain't never seen it coming when a nigga get the bustin' with a light skinned nigga on the nab with the bag with the brand new in the blue suede with the buckles on. Looking like I got a and you looking like a I don't fuck with 12. All of these cops in these streets trying to kill us, but we won't say silent, we making that. We stand up for what we believe in, we fighting for freedom, and this is a and I have a I said what you want you some go get you a cause I ain't got time for all of these stunts. You stuff for the I chill with the and I am a man, stand on my own 2 feet, 10 toes damn better in the when the last time you heard a nigga activate with a rhyme so cold, make a hater switch lane like, ooh, who was that air? Flow was so rare. You must be one of a kind like, ooh, please just be there. You can't compare. You just be wasting your time like, ooh, you in despair. Get you a chair. You should just how you see. Ooh, you think you broke? This is a joke. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers. And I'm about to wake them all up, cause everybody dealing with some trauma. PTSD and the ADHD is a real thing, and I seen it first hit my plane. Is to get us all together tonight and take flight and fight for what's right. Your life is unlike my life, but your life can shed some light on the people that can't fight for their rights. Like, ooh, yeah, flow so rare. He must be one of a kind, like, ooh, please just be here. You can't compare. You just be wasting your time, like, ooh, you in the scare. Get you a chair. You should just how you see. Ooh, you think you woke? This is a joke. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers. Who was that air? Flow was so rare. You must be one of a kind like, ooh, please just be here. You can't compare. You just be wasting your time like, ooh, you in the air. Get you a chair. You should just how you see. Ooh, you think you woke? This is a all of you fuckers asleep. And I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah, and I'm about to wake them all up.
Yo, welcome back. Hot Seat with Icy Jones, Room Service Radio. You know what it is, man. Every Friday, 12 to 2. I'm live. Don't forget about Thursday. So, we got no award in the building. It's out here doing the music, man. Pursuing a rappers.
Top 5, man. Depends on the genre of rap, man. Really. I guess top 5. I gotta do DMX, man. He just passed away, man. R.I.P. DMX. Very inspirational to me, influential to me, especially now. You know where I'm at in life now. I definitely gotta shout out DMX. I love Rakim.
Okay.
Love him. Just a great mind, great MC. One of the best to do it.
Yes,
one of the
sir.
pioneers of the game.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
3 more.
Yeah, for sure. Got to shout out Bone Thugs. You know, I'm from Cleveland. Got to shout out Bone Thugs.
Okay.
For sure. Hobson, man.
Okay.
Hobson. Definitely one of like the biggest inspirations for me when I was a young kid, like 10, 11.
Nice.
Really when he started like coming out the gate.
Yeah.
You know, I've been following him for a while.
Right.
Hobson, he go crazy.
One more.
Yeah, man, for sure. I gotta put Tupac there, man.
Hey.
I gotta put Tupac.
Look at this young cat, man. You gave us one new rapper, and he ain't even that new, Hobson. But you talking about before you was even born, DMX came out.
Yes,
before
sir.
you, way before you was thought of, Rakim was here. Bone Thugs was out before you was born. They kind of had a good height in '99 when you was born. And then Pac, man, he passed away 3 years before you was born.
Yeah, man.
So you really rocking with the hip hop from the old school.
Yeah, for sure, man. Back when it was like more about just like the wordplay and the message.
Yeah.
You know, just the emphasis on the lyrics.
Yeah.
Trying to stretch the mind the most.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you think about today's music?
Today's music, I think is great.
Okay.
The vibes is cool. It's just, I feel like a lot of times, man, just everybody's just trying to say the same thing. And you see that a lot.
There's
And
no message.
There's no message. It's just all material.
Yeah.
Right? It's just talking about materials. And at the end of the day, man, well, there's no problem with that. But if that's what your life is being built around, and then there's a problem with that.
Right.
But I don't have anything really against today's music.
Right.
I make music today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as long as people are out there, just staying positive, just trying to do everything that they got to do, I don't have a problem with anybody making any type of music.
What's your message in the music?
My message is no matter what obstacles came into your life, no matter what cards you were dealt, no matter what circumstances or situations you may find yourself in, there's always a way out. And you have the power, especially with God. Because people try to do things by themselves, and they can do them by themselves. But with God, you bring God into the picture, doesn't matter what you went through, you can do anything. And I just want my life to be living proof of that, and allow my music to just be true to who I am and really tell my journey.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
That's what this says right here. It's
I
engraved.
feel it.
Yes, sir.
I feel it, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, that's my message, man. It's just no matter what you've gone through, if you've got a dream, if you feel like you've got a purpose and a passion, pursue that, follow it.
What does your 74-year-old dad think about you rapping?
He's not that. I mean, he supports it.
Okay.
He supports it, but like I said, it is a generational gap. He doesn't understand it.
Okay.
As soon as he hears this, he doesn't need to hear the lyrics. He hears the drums, and it's an automatic turnoff for him. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. He was raised on a farm in Iowa. You know what I mean? In like 1950. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just not from his world. But him and I, we find like similar music tastes when it comes to like classic rock and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like the Beatles, Grateful Dead. That's more like Jimi Hendrix and all that. That's more his. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You got siblings?
Yeah, I got 4 brothers. All half siblings.
Okay.
All half siblings. Yeah. And a couple stepsisters.
So mom didn't have. She only had you.
She had me and then my younger brother.
Younger brother.
Yeah, from a different father.
Okay. Where's he at?
He's back in Cleveland.
Okay. Y'all close? Y'all good?
We haven't really talked as much since I moved out here.
Okay.
We try to touch base, but yeah, we're good.
Yeah. All right. That's cool, man.
Yeah, he's an 18-year-old. You know how it goes.
All right. All right. Now, when you was in Cleveland and Chicago, anybody ever try to put you in a game? Anybody ever try to quote you on? No influence?
Not recruited me. I mean, the influence, it would have always been my choice.
Yeah.
But especially when I moved out to Chicago, everything was already established. And everybody I was meeting, they're from this side, they're from this side, they're from this gang, they're from this gang, right? So everybody was already in a gang that was different from the other gangs of the people that I was already talking to initially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the same time, I just never felt it was necessary.
Yeah.
So there's a lane for that in Chicago.
Okay.
What you call a neutron.
Okay.
I'm neutral.
Yeah.
I don't go this side, I don't go that side, but I'm cool with this side, I'm cool with that side.
Yeah.
And I feel like, just having that mentality has allowed me, the ability to maneuver better.
Neutron.
Yes, sir.
I heard that. So they don't bother the neutrons.
Not necessarily.
Because, I mean, how do you trust somebody who cool with both sides? You know what I mean?
No, it's a lot of politics out there. It's a lot that goes into it. It's just, as long as you are true, as long as you are genuine, I think other people, they can recognize that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel that because I'm a neutron.
Yes, sir.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, just being a believer in Christ and putting my stamp on it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And trying to help young cats get better with their lifestyle or get better from the streets, get out the streets, stay in the studio.
Yes,
If you're going to do what you do as far as represent your hood or your side or whatever, that's different. But being an active gang member, I try to steer them away from that.
Yeah.
You've lived that life. You're alive. Some of them went to the pen.
Right.
And now they free from that. So stick to your guns and stay away. And then you'll succeed. Even get out of town. Travel. You ain't gotta move from the city, but spend less time here. More time on the road. You know what I mean?
hear you, man, 100%.
Absolutely. So you got the song for me? What kind of phone you got?
iPhone.
Let me see. I want to go ahead and play his music video. Let's get the Perpetual together. I want you to introduce your music video, and then when we come back, we're going to introduce your other tracks. So go ahead and introduce this video for us, man. Who shot it?
All right, yeah, what's up, man? This is my video for Perpetual. This is my debut music video. Shot by my boy Locum Films, Rigo. He's also from Chicago. We connected out here, though.
Dope.
So, yeah, I mean, he's been, really helpful with me. We've got more videos in the pocket.
Okay.
Just still in the editing phases.
Yeah.
We got a lot more work coming, too.
All right. Let's go. Perpetual. No award.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
Disaster, like after the rapture, I'm after the gold and another gold after. I plaster my name like canvas. I master my craft, teach classes. Professor, classic, progressing agendas, rapid taxes, flexing, tragic, magic, appear like Sam's, like swinging jawbones at the masses, bringing iPhones. What's happening? Pull up to the spot, start capping, pull it off the lot, they taxing, rapping, secured the back and endured the madness. Was certain crazy how that happened. Yeah, lazy, get it cracking. My team dreaming and we working. My team moving with a purpose. My team get it from the dirt and my team ready. Don't get nervous. Say I'm guilty. What's the verdict? Rapping sweet, I eat them like sherbet. They can't compete, retreat, we murk them. I love the streets, but the streets don't love. I'm coming up straight sacking dubs. I'm pulling up straight slapping dubs. I'm number one, you runners up. I'm with the thugs, no running up. I take it all, it's never enough. These stakes involved, I'm raising them. You fakes and flaw can't hang with us. We go hard, you're staying soft. I'm taking off, you're taking loss. I feel like a boss, make plays and stuff. I was raised in the rough, straight made me tough. I'm rugged and real, it's scary. To no one can you compare me. I'm like, don't you even dare, G. I'm daring to keep them staring back. I'ma get my desires back and I'ma light this fire. Kevin Gates, I don't get tired. Raising stakes, let's make them higher. Balancing, I'm walking wires. Taking time straight from supplier. Laying cards out on the table. Take the pot and leave the table. Place my spot right at the peak. Have them all try to climb to me. Perpetual, never ending. This my debut, what's rapping it? Yeah, man. It's been a long time coming. But we here now. Come up is in full effect. Right. Las Vegas, Cleveland, Chicago. Stand up. Introverted, extroverted, barely surface, still emerging. Execution, retribution, leader of the revolution. No confusion, they assuming I'm making moves and killing music, riding waves and hanging loose and taking food and making juice and always winning, no excuses. Raising volume, yeah, we boosting. I'm a nuisance, your life is ruined. Absent truant, I'm pursuing trueness. I'm the truest, lacking fiction. Facts, I'm spitting mad precision. Good intentions, unrelenting. Never stressing, decompressing. Quick suggestion, learn a lesson. Real quick question, what you betting? What's your message? Who you is? What you bout? Who you with? What you do? Tell me about it. What you expect from doing this? Are you the best? No one notices, but I'm all on their playlist.
Welcome back. Hot Seat with Icy Jones. Why Perpetual? Why is that your lead single, your lead video?
Yeah, man. First off, the word perpetual just means eternal. It means never ending. It means this is just, really, it's just the beginning, right? So as a debut music video with this title, Perpetual, this is not going to end. This is just the beginning. Mm-hmm. And I picked that one just because I had a lot that I had to say in that one. Yeah. And I just felt like if I'm going to come out the gate, let me just say what I got to say real quick.
Right. What's some of your favorite bars in there?
I like the beginning, bro. I like that beginning. Let me tell you about disaster. Like after the rapture, I'm after the gold and another gold after. I plaster my name like canvas. I master my craft, teach classes. Professing professor classic. Progressing agendas rapid. I just love the rhyme scheme, bro. I love the rhyme scheme, man.
Right. With some of your favorite people, man. I hear you on that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what we got next?
All right, we got Bussin', man. This is a little tune, man. It's all about, just going to the strip, man, and having a good time.
All right, let's do it. No award. Bussin'. Pay attention. Let's go. Turn it up on your phone.
When I pulled this Berkey money, when I pulled this I'm in here busting, I'm living fast and I keep it coming. I'm in the discussion, shutting it down. I know some people in your town might pop out when I'm around. I take these flights, not coming down. I got style, develop sauce. I'm raising stakes, gotta count the cost. I double up, not taking loss. I'm not a pawn, gotta be the boss. Gotta get mine while the getting's good. I know some people in your hood. I know a lot of stuff you should. I see stuff you wish you would. When I rap, I use language. Other fools be rapping brainless. Heard the same song before the artists in the booth, they copy paste it. It's retarded, but I shouldn't say the beat bangs. Can we only play that? Cause the stuff these dudes be saying about their fancy clothes and Maybachs. I guess if you got it and you're proud, express it. But every single bar on every single record, I'm not dissing the culture, I'm more than respected. But when I write mine, I gotta use that. Gotta stretch mine, combining rhymes, get timing right, aligning lines. It's word from the wise, I heard you surprised, better recognize I'm holding it down. I'm lost in the sound, I'm boss up now. I'm gaining ground, I'm claiming crowns, I'm spraying down. I'm barking loud, I'm sparking plow, I'm popping out. I'm shocking crowds, we wildin' out. We going all night till they kick us out. Might get some sleep if I am lucky, but either way, we going back out. Hey man, you going back out? I guess so. Get your shit. Okay. Come on, man. They ain't waiting for us, man. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's that time. Okay. I know this might sound crazy, but to me it sounds amazing. Let's hit every casino on the strip and see where this night takes me. I'm not really trying to gamble, just really trying to live. I see Las Vegas out my window, cause that is where I live. When I pull to the spot, get ready. When I'm out for the night, it's lit. We get it bustin', I'm in here bustin'. I'm living fast and I keep it coming. I'm in the discussion, shutting it down. I know some people in your town might pop out when I'm around. I take these flights, not coming down. I got style, develop sauce. I'm raising stakes, gotta count the cost. I double up, not taking loss. I'm not a pawn, gotta be the boss. Gotta get mine while the getting's good. I know some people in your hood. I know a lot of stuff you should. I see stuff you wish you would. Hold up, bring it on back. I feel like Sinatra in the Rat Pack. My dad was in London when Hendrix died. Said he was going to see him that night. Okay, I feel like Eddie Vedder. Feel like warm clothes in December. Feel like something I can't remember. Feel like how it feels when I remember. When I pull to the spot, get ready. When I'm out for the night, it's lit. We get it bustin'. I'm in here bustin'. I'm living fast and I keep it coming. I'm in the discussion, shutting it down. I know some people in your town might pop out when I'm around. I take these flights, not coming down. I got style, develop sauce. I'm raising stakes, gotta count the cost. I double up, not taking loss. I'm not a pawn, gotta be the boss. Gotta get mine while the getting's good. I know some people in your hood. I know a lot of stuff you should. I see stuff you wish you would.
I hear you, man.
Appreciate that,
I hear
man.
you. Let's go. So, for me, I can hear that you're growing.
For sure.
You say you first hit the studio like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I will give you one piece of advice.
Yes, sir.
When you in pocket, try to stay there.
Yeah.
With the rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you said you started the first verse? You like it so much because of the rhyme scheme? Stay in pocket. You can switch the rhyme scheme with a smooth transition. But when you switch the rhyme scheme, get back in pocket again on another rhyme scheme.
Right.
Because you got them. Like, you know how to
man.
flip words.
Yes, sir.
You know how to, stretch them and do different things. You really doing your thing with that.
I appreciate you, man.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. If you can give a word of advice to someone who may have suffered a loss, what would you tell them?
There's not really any words that could really soften that blow, because I've heard them all.
Okay.
With my losing the people that I've lost in my life.
Yep.
Honestly, it just depends on if you have faith or not, because what I tell you is dependent on your faith. What I got to say, though, is, regardless of where you stand on the issue of faith, everything happens for a reason. And I believe, nowadays most people understand that.
Get back to the mic.
Yeah, most people understand that for sure. But, when you do have an unexpected loss in your life, allow it to work its process in you, Don't just think that it's the end just because this person's not here anymore. Allow it to work its process in you. Allow that loss to open up, areas in your heart that need to be filled. And as you continue to grow and grow around that grief, you'll recognize that you are becoming stronger. And you wouldn't have become strong in that regard if you didn't have to face that loss. And I believe it is our trials and our tribulations that do shape, our character and shape us into the people that we're supposed to be. So when we go through losses, when we go through storms like that, there's a reason behind it. And it's just, you're meant to be a stronger person. And as a stronger person, you're meant to do more. And as you become that stronger vessel, you'll have a greater impact on those around you. So when you go through a loss, gain the strength from the experience and use that strength to help other people. And you'll find yourself healing throughout the whole process.
Man, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So, is there anything that we missed? Anything that you want to speak on? Anything that needs to be discussed? This is the time where I give my special guests some opportunity.
Sure. Let's talk about this entrepreneurshore, man.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
What you got popping?
So right now, I just linked up with this organization about 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
Quantum Creations. That's our small little group. Well, it's not really small. We got about 1,500 people.
Yeah.
But we're partnered with I Am Mastery Academy.
Okay.
Which is growing into the largest educational service for things like foreign exchange, trading currencies like cryptocurrency, and things of that nature. They've only been around for about 8 years.
Okay.
And now they are a $1 billion company now. They hold the top 5 spots on the Forbes list for network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So getting in tune with them, seeing the potential that, you have to escape the economical systems, the financial systems, and pave your own way. You can do that through trading foreign exchange, trading cryptocurrencies. And it is a process. It is a process of education. But I believe that if you do have, the mentality to become your own boss, to work for yourself, to not have to clock into a 9-to-5, find out personally, for whoever you are and whatever your circumstances, wherever your passions line up, find a way to do that. Free yourself from the 9-to-5 and open up your own schedule so that you'll be more available to do everything else that this world needs you to do. That's really what I'm working on alongside with this music right now. Mm-hmm. I got a card right here, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
So that's the whole process. And since I joined that team, just the community, it's been very powerful for me. It's really given me a lot of hope outside of, the music and everything, to know that, I still have a secure future ahead of me, regardless of circumstances, regardless of a college degree, regardless of what anybody really has to say about it. And I believe, we should all be striving and taking steps towards, freeing up our schedules and creating these other income streams to where we don't have to go and clock in for somebody else. Mm-hmm. We could work for ourselves.
Yeah, man.
And that's really my biggest goal besides music.
And you starting young.
Yeah, I'm starting up mine. Yeah, I'm starting mine now. I've just been focused on the educational end.
You're a team leader.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're educating others.
I will be, yes.
Yeah.
I have been trying to recruit, but like I said, I've only been really doing it for the past few months. Mm-hmm. So I want to get the education before I start, really pouring it into other people too.
Right.
And
so do people get at you about this?
Yeah, for sure.
So Noah Ward _ LV.
Yes, sir.
And they'll get at you and
Yes,
DM
sir.
you and
Yes, sir. And we hold events all over the country, major events. We have an event coming up next month, August 14th through the 15th in Dallas, Texas. There's going to be about 14,000 people in attendance. Mm-hmm. It's called SummerSlam. It's just a huge personal development and business convention through this organization. Mm-hmm. The CEO of I Am Academy, Chris Terry, actually lives out in Las Vegas. We also have the chairman elite of our organization. His name is Alex Morton. He's building his dream house out here in Las Vegas.
Word.
So I think that, this company, is going to bring a lot of influence to this city too.
Absolutely.
100%.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Did you enjoy your time today on Hot Seat with
Absolutely.
Icy Jones?
Absolutely.
Man?
Such a blessing, man.
I feel it, bro. So we got Deacon T in the building.
Hey, what's going on?
We got Deacon T in the building.
That's
for the
right.
Hot topic today. Came through Maine.
Absolutely. I got out unscathed.
Hey.
Nursing this little shoulder thing, and,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
it
like-
is what it is, man.
Hey,
That's
so
right.
so Noah Ward, this is Deacon T. Deacon T, this is Noah
going on
Ward.
with you?
Noah Ward is a hip hop artist and an entrepreneur out here in Vegas doing his thing. From Cleveland and Chicago.
Oh, all right now. I'm from Cincinnati, but,
Yeah.
and Chicago.
Yeah.
But not that mistake by the lake. All right, now. Go on. Little interstate rivalry there. All right now. The only thing good happening in Cleveland was LeBron, and he left.
Hey, so did I. It's cool.
Yeah, right. LeBron said, I gotta go. I'm too big for
I
Cleveland.
knew I had to leave around 10 years old.
Yeah, too big.
Yes, sir.
I feel
Yeah.
it, man. So Deacon T does our hot topic. Of course, he gives us the words of wisdom, man. So we're gonna give him the floor and let him do his thing, man.
Yeah. You know what? I know. You're always supposed to talk to the producer and the executive producer for you, veer off course a little bit. So this may be the last time you ever see me. But this is actually biblical, although I wasn't thinking about it that way this week. And I want to talk about character for just a minute, because there just seems to be kind of a movement going on that says the ends justify the means, or that says, oh, well, it worked for me. Too bad for you, Noah. Okay. Or, well, see, I need it. Or you got it and I ain't got it. So I don't have to practice what I would call character. So, we're all born in the same place. We're all born with a clean character, a clean slate, a clean soul, a clean mind. You ever notice there ain't no 2-year-old racists?
Right.
There ain't no 2-year-old skinheads.
Right.
There ain't no 2-year-old murderers, muggers, rapists, nothing. All that stuff is learned behavior. And I appreciate, no, see, dude, you didn't grow up like me. Well, you don't know how I grew up, but you didn't grow up like me. See, I had to scrap and so forth and so on. And so that's how I got like this. Okay. All right. I'll give you that. You had to adapt and adopt some, I'm just going to say, less than great behaviors and less than great ways of being and less than really stand-up character kinds of ways of things to get by. That was then. This is now. I'm talking about looking to the future. I'm talking about when you shake somebody's hand and tell them you're going to do something, that's what you do. Or you try like hell, and when they look down, there's just a little bloody pile where you tried like hell. We fail. We all fail. I get that. But I am seeing so much stuff, and I'm just going to say this, and it starts to a great degree to a bunch of wealthy, entitled athletes, movie stars, music people, what do you say? Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey, how about now? Right? And when you're in these positions, you can't just act anyway. I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to be a role model. Okay, then get off Spotify and quit having a 500 million downloads and all that, because that's the price, my brother, that comes with it. You're supposed to live a life worthy, as they used to say. A life worthy, where you're putting something back in, where you looking people in their face and doing solid stuff. And it ain't always about you or me. And it can't be. And if we want to make this a better place, which is, my great passion, we need to start thinking about, how do these things impact other people? How do my actions impact other people? I heard somebody yesterday, well, actually it was a few days ago, tell me, I see you'll love this. I had somebody, a successful dude, lawyer, tell me, I may have told you this, there's no such thing as systemic racism.
Yes. Yep.
Now, this dude was black. I literally got a headache. I said, bro, but look at me. See, I made it. So if I made it, that means anybody can make it. And the people that don't make it, they don't work as hard as me. They're not as smart as me. They're not as good as me. I said, you poor, misguided MF is what I said. Okay? Yeah, dude. This guy's like 32, 33, lawyer, doing well. I mean, you know, went to USC. It's a real deal. This is just an example of what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know, my mama used to say, and it says in the Bible, to those who much is given, much is required. So if you woke up on the sunny side of a 400,000 downloads on your Spotify, if you woke up and somehow, through God's grace, you ended up getting to graduate from the USC School of Law and now have a hell of a job and making nice bank and, you know, like, my God, man, get down on two knees, not even one, and not just thank God, but think about what could I do to maybe help somebody else who has the same potential as me, but doesn't have the same opportunity.
Yeah, don't be selfish about it.
Yeah, and it is, and we have become, or becoming, and I'm sorry if this sounds like I'm an old guy, but I don't believe that's the case. We have become so consumed in self-consumption. Oh, man, I made this money. I'm doing this and that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. To a point. Mm-hmm. To a point. Mm-hmm. I just want to really say today, and this was the hot topic, is about character. Yeah. I see people not doing what they say. I see people fist bumping you, shaking your hand, bro hugging you, all that stuff. And then they turn around and do you dirty. Mm-hmm. We all know. And don't say this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't say you don't know what's right and wrong.
Right.
Okay? Stop.
Yep.
You know what's right and wrong. Because I know this. I'm janky as anybody. Mm-hmm. But when I start to head off in the wrong territory, my guts get all queasy and my stomach starts moving up and down, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, forget all that. I'm doing it anyway, right? Mm-hmm. And, well, no, I didn't realize. No, man, I didn't. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. And as a group, as a family, as all of us, as people, we need to do what we say we're going to do. Mm-hmm. We need to get outside ourselves and reinvest in the people around us. This dude who graduated from the law school, I just couldn't do it. I wanted to say, do you think you got all through law school on your own, bro? Mm-hmm. How about you go back and find some teachers or somebody and thank them and take care of them? How about maybe somebody in high school mentored you? I mean, nobody here made it alone.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Even Jesus had 12 helpers. Uh-huh. The old it takes a village, it's even more than that now. Uh-huh. Because things are moving so fast. Thanks to all this, what used to take weeks takes nanoseconds. So therefore, things are happening so fast. She's like, nah, I screwed over. No, I screwed over. This guy move on, but this guy move on. But no, man. We're a mobile society. So people just say, well, I ain't going to see him anymore anyway. Screw him, you know. No. Crazy. Yeah, but it's true. Very and I see it. I'm watching this stuff. Dude, I'm watching this stuff on the... It's just, people aren't doing right. And we as a people, this is biblical, but it's also just, this is just us as people here. Do something for somebody else. You know, they say them random acts of kindness. Just do something. Something for somebody, not you. I don't care how much money you don't have. You got time.
Yep.
There's old people who could use somebody just to go to the grocery for them. There's people, there's so much need. It's unbelievable. So my quest today is just to say this. I want you to look at your character. I want you to look at how you act, how you treat other people when you're not being watched. Right? When you're not being watched. That's the real measure. And then see how you're doing. Do a little checkup and see if we can't do just a little bit better. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
That's the hot topic for today.
Yes, sir.
Be a person of character. If you like that message, if you like what I'm putting down, or they say if you picking up what I'm putting down, okay. Every Sunday at 10 o'clock on Room Service Radio and on Deacon Tom Moore on the Facebook and on YouTube, I'm live. I'm putting out a 35, 40-minute message, little announcements in the front. The whole thing doesn't even take an hour. You can roll out of your bed in your PJs and just turn that screen on. I try to put something on you that I hope will truly help you and lift you up and help you to live an easier, better, more fulfilled life. It's truly my mission. Everybody have fun.
I just got a local announcement from the city of Las Vegas government
That they're going back to masks?
as COVID-19 case
telling you.
counts and the positivity rate continues to increase in our community. The Southern Nevada Health District is now recommending both unvaccinated and vaccinated people wear masks in crowded indoor public places where they may have contact with others who are not fully vaccinated. Using masks correctly has proven to be effective in helping to prevent people from getting and spreading COVID-19. With the rise in cases and slowing vaccine rates in Clark County, Nevada, the health district's recommendations to wear masks in crowded public settings, including grocery stores, malls, large events, and casinos, is a step to fully utilize the tools we have available to stop the pandemic.
Right.
I don't know how we opened anyway.
Yeah, I know how we did it.
We needed the
We
bread.
just follow L.A. That's how I knew this was coming.
We needed the money.
L.A. County just put this out, yesterday.
Yeah.
Mask mandate.
Mandate. This is a recommendation.
Could I say this to the world? Unless you have a medical condition, like, something that you cannot take this vaccine, I don't know. I ain't no doctor. I don't know that it's perfect, but it's the best thing we got. Please, for my sake, get vaccinated.
So when it comes to, where we at today, man, it's a new world we live in.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And I just want people to stay healthy, stay out the way if you got to stay out the way, do what you got to do and get back home. But when it comes to character, I agree with that. And I agree that you should do something for someone else. I do believe that you should do what you say you're going to do. That's definitely something that I'm really on. July 25th, Camp of God and GMB. The movement, we will be downtown again. We're doing it monthly. If you got any clothes, gently used clothes you want to give, if you have any donations, whether monetary or physical, as far as water, sandwich meat, bread, cheese, snacks, chips, all that good stuff, we take it downtown to those that are less fortunate, and we go clothe them, we go feed them, we go hydrate them. You understand? So if you got some of that stuff, holla at me, Icy Jones on Instagram, I.C.Jonez on Facebook. Also, you can hit Get Money Bandits on Instagram. All right. So
It's a big need, man.
My announcement.
It's a big need.
For sure.
Big need.
And I want people to stay safe and out the way if you really.
And you see people out there now. I know personally several people who've been vaccinated who got COVID. So, it ain't a joke. If you're sick or don't feel well, just stay home.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Don't come out. Yeah. Once again, it ain't all about me.
We got to do it, man. We got to do it.
Telling you.
We're about to go to music break, and when we come back, we have Rare Clothing in the building.
Yes.
We'll be back on the other side in the 1 o'clock hour. Give me just a second. Hot Seat with Icy Jones on Room Service Radio. Let's go.